Basically, golf has been my whole life, and it's been the best thing in the world. I don't know if anybody saw or watched when Freddie Couples got into the Hall of Fame and the Tour Hall of Fame. He just went up there and looked up and went, you know, wow. And that's really the way I felt. And then after that, the reflection of all the pros, some of them that aren't with us anymore, with me anymore, or with us anymore, all the wonderful pros that were my assistants, and it was a great reflection on the Golf Club of Avon, my time with the PGA section. I started here when I was 11 years old in 1958, and there were no golf carts, all caddies, about 40 of us from the Farmington Valley and Bristol area. And since then, I worked at the club as the caddy master. And then in 1970, I was fortunate enough to get the job as my first assistant's job with Bob Kay at Wampanoag Country Club. And he was the really perfect mentor, and I was fortunate enough in 1975, after 5 years with Bob, to get the job at Avon, which was a dream come true, basically.
Don's been a great mentor to me in my time here at the Golf Club of Avon, just by observing his interactions with members and guests as they come to the club. These could be people that he's known for 35 to 40 years or people that he's just met. Don Malen is so closely tied into the community at the Golf Club of Avon and in the town. He really transcends the golf business itself and makes the Golf Club of Avon so special. He never forgets a birthday. He keeps in touch with members who may have resigned and moved away years and years ago. He's just so important to the club.
I've always felt we have a very brief time. Our young people are our legacy, and it is important that we help them get the best out of their talents and develop. Most of them love the golf business. The Golf Club of Avon was a perfect environment.
I was Don's assistant from 1986 through 1988. Don is a local Avon boy that, the story be said, he was here for 34 or 35 years as the head pro, and he was the best with people. Made everyone feel at home. The members of the club just had a great respect for his ability to run the club.
The membership at Avon, they were supportive. They were 100% on my side. If I made an impact, it was just because of the energy that they gave me. The tournament committee was great. We had a great tournament program, great junior program, and I had a great staff. It was a total commitment to golf, country club life, just a good team effort.
I didn't know many people here, and Don would take the initiative and say, let me introduce you to a couple of guys. You're gonna enjoy them, you're gonna enjoy your day. The men that he introduced me to have been my friends for 32 years. He just had a unique ability to make a newcomer feel welcome. His service to his membership starts with the bag boys who greet you at the top of the hill, the assistant professionals, the apprentice professionals. They all have ingrained in them service is key. Many of the assistants have moved on to key professional jobs throughout the state.
Don Malen's mentorship on the golf professionals that have worked for him and moved on to head professional roles are countless.
He always taught us to, the members came first, and that kind of mentality that go above and beyond to make sure that you did everything in your power to fulfill their questions or obligations.
But most enjoyable was spending time with Don playing golf. He was a man who loves the game of golf, loves playing it, loves the friendships that develop from golf. I just can't say enough about Don Malen. Don wrote a lot of letters. He just liked the personal touch. If you were competing in a tournament, regardless of whether you won or lost, he would send you a note to encourage you. He was a friend of Harry Nettelblatt, a very famous name at the golf club of Avon. He was a professional here for 25 years. He was a very accomplished player. When Harry retired and Don became the professional, Harry's son Tommy worked here. And one evening, Tommy was injured in a very serious car accident on a stormy night. Don organized a tournament that the members participated in, and he happened to take a chance by writing to Ben Hogan. Ben had known Harry Nettelblatt from his days on the tour, and Don wrote Ben Hogan asking if he might want to join in the charity event. Ben Hogan wrote a very personal letter to Don Malen indicating that he couldn't travel at that time. However, he sent a check for $10,000 to Don. That went directly to Tommy's benefit. Having Ben Hogan answer and supply that kind of money, it was really a nice thing to do.
He's a true servant leader, somebody who puts others ahead of himself, someone who cares deeply about the Golf Club of Avon, the membership, and the staff.
There's 2 tournaments beyond the club championships that mean something to a player here. The second one is the Malen, which is obviously named for Don.
You know, when you're here for almost 4 decades, you've gained the members' respect and they want to do something for you.
Don used to say, I want your 4 hours here to be the best 4 hours of your day. And he always felt that way.
And what I always tried to do was to make the people feel like it was an important event, whether it was a club championship or the 9-hole ladies or the 9-hole men, the wonderful cooperation to make the whole experience for our members something very special.
Years of service, dedication, loyalty to its membership, making people feel good about themselves. That in itself is a Hall of Fame career. He was Merchandiser of the Year, like I said, twice. He's a cornerstone of the Connecticut PGA.
He was the PGA Pro of the Year in 1993. So, pretty well-rounded individual who has a strong background in the golf business.
Don is inspiring because he still volunteers his time in the community to drive chip and putt and PGA Hope.
It's wonderful ways to continue the game, the teaching that we love, the camaraderie that you love. I've done it for the better part of 10 years now. To be able to stay active, stay with the pros that we know, that I know, and to give back a little bit, because I certainly feel that most of us get more out of it than we give, and that's the blessing of being with the veterans and the stroke victims, and certainly the children.
The most remarkable things about Don are his thoughtfulness and how he puts everyone else ahead of himself. He means so much to the Golf Club of Avon and the golf community around it. Congratulations, Pro, on a great career and on this honor.
Donnie, congratulations on an exquisite career. I wish you nothing but the best as a mentor, as a friend, and someone that I cherish greatly.
Pro, I'm very, very happy for you for this recognition. It's well-deserved and long overdue. Congratulations.
People basically, especially as time goes on, don't always remember what you said, or don't always remember what you did. They never forget how you made them feel. If they could remember how I made them feel and gave them the credit and made them feel important, whether it was a small tournament or a very big tournament, I thought that was something that I accomplished better, that I feel good about.